What up, man? It's your boy Derrick So Rude. Okay, so basically this is a story time. I'm sorry if, you know what I'm saying, if this looks a little, you know what I'm saying, janky to you guys. Originally, it wasn't even supposed to be like this. I had my webcam oh shit. Shit. But originally it wasn't even supposed to be like this. I had my webcam running alongside with my capture card. It just, for whatever reason, my webcam didn't capture and it was just audio, and I wasn't prepared for that, so it sounds weird. So I'm gonna just do the story time while we got the GTA gameplay going ham. I was just trying to like run around, cause havoc while I was talking, and that didn't even really work because as you'll see in the gameplay, I get sidetracked and talking, so I'm kind of just standing around sometimes. So I don't know, man, whatever. So basically this is about the time that I ran down on the plug. You did, because it was really like, I'm really like that. I'm really like that. Fuck you talking about? No, I'm playing. I'm not like that at all. But this is the time I had to run down on the plug. I had no choice. So I met Buddy at McDonald's. I was working at McDonald's at the time, and they had me on drive-thru. So one day he pulls up in the drive-thru, and he goes to pay for his food, and he pulls out like a stack of like ones. You know, you would have thought he was a stripper or some shit. Like, it was just like a bunch of like little bills, like ones, fives, so tens. Like, automatically I knew. I'm like, all right, bro, this nigga, like, he's selling something. You know what I'm saying? It can't be nothing crazy because, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, whatever, me being nosy. So before he pulls off to the next window, I'm like, oh, and don't mind, it's like me, my notes, I gotta keep track, or I will ramble, and y'all don't want that. Before he pulls off to the next window, I'm like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying, like, where the gas at? He started looking at me, smiling, looking left to right, acting a little weird. So, you know what I'm saying, we go back and forth. I think he ended up giving me his Snapchat. And then I think I seen him around the store a couple of times. Like, he would come in with his friends and shit. He was cool peoples. He was cool peoples. I haven't had my license in little over like, going on like 2 years, yo. It's I don't know, man. So I ain't had my license in a good little minute, and he was willing to actually bring the gas to me. So I was like, all right, bet, you know, even better, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gotta risk it for the biscuit, and you dig what I'm saying? You know, everything's cool at first, man. Everything's cool at first, and then he just starts acting weird, bro. Like, a little weird. Like, he would come around, and anytime I shot with him, he would already do it like, you have to have the money first. He never want to meet me nowhere. Like, it was just me and him. It was always out in public. Anytime he didn't have it and he knew somebody, I had to ride with him, but I couldn't go inside because he don't like new people. Just all this weird stuff. And then it got to the point to where he would always, every time, I'm talking about, it never failed, every time he came around, he would say he got robbed. Like, every time he linked with me, he would be like, oh no, bro, and I hope you don't feel no ways, I just got robbed last night, I just got robbed last week. Yeah, man. I'm like, you was the only nigga I know that get robbed this much, bro. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? At first, he would do it not only to me, but with like the people I was bringing him. You dig what I'm saying? That's one thing with me. Like, if I'm shopping with you, I'm usually bringing clientele with me on top of that. You know what I'm saying? So I start bringing them to the homies, and then like they would hit me up and say, yo, bro, what's up with your mans? Like, he always talking about he got robbed. Like that's not gonna stop me from robbing them. You know, like, that's their thinking. And like, honestly, even though I'm not like that at all. Like, I'm not, you know, I don't do unto others what I wouldn't have done to me. You know what I'm saying? Or that's what I at least try to live by. So I'm not running off on no, you know what I'm saying? I'm not running off on the plug, or I'm not goddamn doing all these things. So, and I never even gave him that type of energy when I met him. So it was just kind of weird that he started to do that. So I just thought like it was like, you know, PTSD or something. Like, maybe you really got robbed and now you just scary out here. So I'm just like, all right, bet. One day the homie needed some weed, right? And mind you, he had already been acting funny towards us. So after a while, I just started to not really give a fuck. Like, I would just pull up on him, and like, if he wanted, let him think what he wanted to think, but I wouldn't go out my way to let him know like everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? Stop hitting him up. I would only hit him up. He was like a last resort plug after a while, and I would just only hit him up like if it was like need be, you know. And it always used to be late at night. I'll always pull up with the homie, so he was always scared. And I think the last time would kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. He had hit me up and asked if I needed any, and I just kind of like left him on red, or like was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Which is not me. Usually I'm like, nah, man, it's cool, whatever. So then I end up hitting him up later that night. It was like, hey, bro, you know, the homie trying to shop. People, even if you do choose to smoke, don't do anything that I'm saying in this story. It's dumb. But we end up meeting out in public, and he so Buddy hops out the car. I don't even look his way because I'm just like, whatever. So Buddy my friend ends up hopping out the car, getting into his, and then I guess like they take a little bit too long. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what are you doing? So he ends up getting into the car. He mad. He like, bruh, he had the weed out, and then when I went to go reach for it, he held on to it real tight, like I was on something. He was like, where's the money? And I snatched the weed from him, and then I threw the money at him. And I'm like, sheesh, all right, bet, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why it had to go down to that, but they were in the car for like a little bit too long. Anytime I go to get weed, bro, I'm not there to dap you up. I'm not there to befriend you. I'm not there to see who you fucking on. I'm literally there to get what the hell I need, and I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me though. So after that happened, I just kind of stopped fucking with him altogether, because I know like if that happened with him, then he probably thought like my homie was up to something, or me and my homie was up to something. So I'm just like, I'm good on you altogether. So then I think one day I was just down bad and I needed something, and I know I kind of sound like a crackhead. I know, man. I'ma stop smoking, bro. That's just a whole nother video. I'ma stop smoking. I've come to terms with this shit is for the birds. But mind you, this story is kind of old. This about happened maybe like 2-3 months ago, so whatever. But watch till the end. Please watch till the end, because it gets weird. Basically what ends up happening is I'm like down bad, and I need some gas, bro. I need some gas. So I ended up hitting him up and was like, hey bro, can I get I think he was like, yeah, I'm about to pull up on you, whatever. I didn't even ask him to slide, you know. I probably told him I was mobile, but so he ends up taking all day or whatever. So he finally pulls up, and I'm kind of already knowing what type of energy or what type of time he's on, because of, you know, the previous situation with the homie and him. So I walk outside, and he gives me the weed or whatever, and I don't think nothing of it. I didn't even dap him up, didn't even look his way, just went inside. When I get inside, I realize he shorted me. You know what I'm saying? So after he shorted me, I end up hitting him up. I'm like, hey bro, what's going on with you? The first time I was just like, bro, you been acting weird lately. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you got going on, but bro, you shorted me. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh no, I didn't short you, man. I'll be right back. I just gotta, I'm at the store right now, or some shit he said. So I'm like, all right, bet. 2 hours go by. I'm like, bro, what you on, bro? You know what I'm saying? You said you was at the store, whatever, bro. Just cash at me the money. Oh, I had to go down to here and So at this point, he not even in town no more. So I'm just like, bro, whatever. Cash at me the money, and I'm done doing business with you, bro. Like, hands down. Of course, this is why kids just don't do drugs. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all, weed is not a drug. Nigga, you can get addicted to it. That's all I'm gonna say. If you using it and, you know, in a healthy way, and everything's cool, you're not overdoing it, too much of anything is bad for you. Remember that. And fast forward to the next time I need some weed. I can't find nobody. I'm pressed, and I definitely don't want to hit this dude up. So I ended up hitting him up. I think what it was is he had something, but he didn't have enough for what I was asking for. This is another thing to know. Anytime he had good weed in, that I definitely knew I was gonna get short. Once he told me that, I was just kind of like, bruh, forget it. I'll just wait until the next time I get paid, and I'll shop with you, bruh. I'll do business with you. He said, all right, bet. That's a bet. That's a bet. So I think later that day, maybe not even a couple hours, not even an hour went by. I think he texted me and was like, well, bro, well actually, maybe what if I just give you this and then just charge you this? I think initially I said no, and I'm horrible at this, like going against my better judgment. Initially I said no, and I think I got impatient. I was like, all right, bro, fuck it, like just come on. So this time, mind you, I had just had to check Buddy and had made him send me my money back. I'm not thinking he that dumb to like try it again. I'm not thinking he like, you know what I'm saying, gonna play on my top again. When I start breaking it down, I'm like, bro, here we go again. I'm not getting no response. And I'm just taking it as like, oh, all right, so you trying to be funny. I'm gonna pull up there. Like, if you don't want to pick up the phone at this point, I'm gonna just pull up. I'm not about to sit up here and send threats over the phone. I'm not about to sit up here and act like something I'm not. But you know, me and you have already been through this. I've never did you wrong ever a day in my life. So bro, like, what's your issue, bro? Like, I was like, bro, shoot the fair ones, bro. Like, if you got such a problem with me, you want to keep shorting me, you want to keep acting like, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know, let's shoot the fair one. It's not even about the money no more. Just shoot me the fair one, and then that's that. So instantly I just start masterminding this plan. I'm like, how can I get my get back, or get what's owed to me, and two, like, how can I do it without like put myself in harm's way? I told myself, I'm not gonna text you, I'm not gonna send no threats. I'm calling them, still no response. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm pulling up. Still no response. I have no car at the moment. I'm not about to pay no Uber to go up there. Like I said, I didn't know how it was gonna play out, so I'm like, hell no. So I ended up calling my mom, man. I had a breakdown, call my mom, and I know I'm all the way wrong for this, bro. I actually called my friend first, and thank God he wasn't available, because I honestly feel like if he would have came and picked me up, something else would have transpired. Mind you, I mean, ain't nobody about to hype my head up and get me to do something that I don't want to do, but I just feel like it would have been a little bit more to the situation. A little bit more would have played out if he was there, I feel like. So my mom come and get me. I ended up telling my moms, I'm like, yo, my friend was over at my apartment the other day. Something went missing and now he ain't picking up the phone. I need to pull up to his house. So my mom's ends up coming. I'm thinking initially, I'm like, don't go over there. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't do nothing that's gonna be, you know what moms do, but she didn't. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm just kind of in my head, listening to my music, like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Just like, kind of thinking about the best way to go about it. I was like, hold up, what happened? Why am I not calling him? So I called one time and literally he picks up and was like, what do you want? I was like, bro, what do you mean what I want? I'm on the way. I said, I'm on the way. You know what I'm saying? I kept it at that. Man, he was just like instantly, it was like instantly, he just like something snapped. And he just started trying to like make himself mad. He was like, oh, is that right? Is that right? Well, come on then, motherfucker. Come on then, motherfucker. If you want to come and try to jump me with all the people you with, then come right on. I was like, all right, bro. It don't even matter. I'm putting onto your street right now. I said, right now. And I ended up hanging up the phone. Mind you, I'm like 5 minutes away. So I'm just talking shit. But my mom's in the car too, so I ain't trying to be like, hey, motherfucker, you better listen. You understand who you talk to, motherfucker? I didn't want to do all that. So I was just like, you know what I'm saying? And that's not even me. That's not my style. So I was like, bro, I'm about to pull up, bro. So after I get off the phone with him, he starts texting me a bunch of crazy shit. And like, you know, mind you, the whole time I'm thinking all this just comes from him being racist. Or a closet racist, or maybe not even racist. Maybe this is just what he's taught, like to treat people of color, you know, like this, like, hey, I don't trust you, whatever, whatever, or people of color are gonna do you worse before my own kind does. I don't know, and I honestly don't care, especially with the stuff that he was saying and doing. Matter of fact, it wasn't even more so his words, like, it was just his actions. He ends up referring back to when I called him racist. I was like, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I was just like basically equating the fact that the only reason why he would treat me and my homeboys and the people I bring around him like that is because we're black. The George Floyd thing literally had just happened and people were like rioting, protesting. So I don't know if that played a part into anything, but it was a weird time to be like calling somebody a racist. And then he was just basically saying like, well, you can call me anything, motherfucker, but the only thing you ain't gonna call me is a racist. Just saying all this, like, all this woofing, bro. Just I'm just like, bro, whatever. I'm on the way. So we end up getting there, and by the time we get there, he sent me at least 15 messages between everything between threads, trying to figure out who I got with me, and basically just finally saying like, hey, bro, your weed's in my mailbox. Whatever. You can go ahead and get it, but once you get it, if you still got a problem, we can fight. At that point, I'm like, bro. It wasn't even nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? I knew I didn't have no business smoking weed in the first place. I didn't have no business smoking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could have put my money towards something way more productive than that, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't necessarily that, it was just the principle of like, bro, I've been doing business with you. I've been sitting up, being straight up and down, do no weird shit, you know what I'm saying? I come and go, you know what I'm saying? And for you to pull that, it was just like, nah, it's up. So, like I said, like, I wasn't there to fight. Now if he was outside on some dumb shit, like, yeah, bro, like, for sure. It was already set in my mind what I had came to do. I had came there for what was owed to me, and that was specifically it. I wasn't trying to threaten nobody, wasn't trying to act like Debo, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, nah, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I know you because I'm a cool dude, and you know, I never really whatever you like to try to take my kindness for weakness, but nah, bro, we could take it there if need be. So I just kind of left it alone. Fast forward to yesterday, this nigga shows up at my house. You know what I'm saying? Literally shows up at my house. And at first, I'm kind of like, what the fuck? I'm thinking like he trying to do me in. So I walk up to the door. At first, I go to open it without even thinking about it. I'm like, hold on, bro. So I'm like, nigga, what you want? I look through the peephole. I'm like, nigga, what you want? Hold on. Last time I had a booger in my nose. And he just go like this. He's like, hey, bro. He was like, I'm just here to right my wrongs, man. And So I opened up the door, peeked my head out. I'm like, all right. I was like, real nigga. I was just like, whatever, we chopping it up. And then He was like, yeah, man, I got some bud in my car, whatever. I'm just came here to right my wrongs and whatever. I was like, all right, real nigga. So I closed the door. He go back to his car. He comes back from his car and he knocks again. And he's just like, hey, man, can I come in for a minute? I'm just like, hold on, bro. Like, I was just very skeptical. I was just like, what's up with you, bro? You know what I'm saying? And I think he ended up saying like, bro, like, he was like, it's just in my bag. I just wanna whatever. He said, I'm probably giving you some of my best shit right now. So which I ain't even trying to hear none of that. Something clicked in my mind. I was just like, all right, bro, if he gonna kill me right here over something petty like that, then I guess I'm gonna die in my apartment. Okay. So I let him in, and then like I said, he just proceeds with apologizing. He kept on saying like, for all the times you used to say I was shorting you, man, and I just want to go ahead, and here's just me trying to write that, and just to let you know that you never did nothing wrong to me. Man, I'm sorry if I came off weird. I'm just like that. And I'm thinking the whole time like, bro, you one of those people. Like, even months later, when I'm clearly not even thinking about this shit no more, you come back to my apartment, you know, where I live, you dig what I'm saying, just to still try to hide behind the fact that you was doing me dirty. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I was just like, all right, whatever, bro. And so he ends up giving me some weed, bro, and ends up leaving. And that was that. Like I said, I am in this transition. Like, I'm phasing out of smoking the way I used to smoke, because I feel like it's just not conducive to nothing I got going on right now, aside from just wanting to take a break from time to time. So it was just weird, because I was literally on my last like little bit of weed, and I just remember waking up that day like, all right, bro, this is it. You know, I mean, whatever, do what the hell you gotta do. One thing we not gonna do is be sitting up and reaching out to people that we know don't mean you no good. I just made it up in my mind I wasn't gonna go out my way to undo what I had already promised myself that day. I honestly felt like it was just the universe, because I'm like, bro, I haven't heard from this dude in months. And then like I sit up here and stay true to something I had like set my mind, and like look, it like shows up to my front door, you know. And like I said, I didn't need it. I didn't feel like I was stressed. I haven't even really been tripping about weed, which is kind of weird, but I've been keeping myself busy too. So it was just weird how it all played out. And then like for him to actually show back up and kind of like, you know, apologize, even if it was a half-ass apology, it was way more than what I would have ever did. It's just karma. That's why it's like I've just chosen to start trying to live as righteously as I can, so then that way when things happen, I can just remain in the moment without too much having to think, well, oh, should I do something to him because I kind of deserve this, because the last time I did this to somebody, they never found out. Like, nah, bro, I just want to start living right, bro. I just want to focus on not doing things onto others that I wouldn't done to me. You know what I'm saying? That's just really what it comes down to. Like I said, I do commend him. If he ever see this, bro, it's all love. I ain't no weird shit. I ain't trying to hate on you. I ain't trying to make myself seem like no big ass, like big bad. Like, honestly, the title of this is just clickbait. Really, the main purpose of this is just a story time. I just want to share something with y'all. I'm just trying to get content out to you guys. Like I said, the only reason it's like this time is because my webcam was not recording. But there will be more Twitch content coming out to you guys. Yeah, man, just stay tuned. I got a lot up my sleeves. Follow me on all my socials. Please, 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 please like my videos, bro. Just like my videos. It'll take like 1 second, like a click, my nigga. It's a click, bro. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for you guys today. More content soon come. Okay.
I'm serving all the babies.